Back in the old days, we used to think that everything orbited around the Earth. Sun, Jupiter, everything. However, some dude called Copernicus came along and told us we were wrong, and we all looked a little stupid. But we now know that things aren't that simple. Orbits, like people, are very complicated. Let's talk about a common misconception about the relationship between the Earth and our moon. Many think the moon orbits our Earth, but actually the moon and the Earth actually orbit something called a barycenter, or the center of mass between two objects. Every system has a barycenter, and every system orbits around this center. In Earth's case, the barycenter for the Earth and the Moon is inside the Earth, so we don't actually notice us orbiting around this barycenter. However, in the case of Pluto and Charon, that outward dwarf system, the point lies outside of Pluto, so Pluto and Charon are actually a binary system. The equation for finding a barycenter in a two-object symbol is a very simple one, and it's right here. It is the R1, or the distance from the primary body to the barycenter, equals the distance between body centers, A, divided by 1 plus the mass of the primary object, or M1, divided by the mass of the secondary object, or M2. And if the radius of the primary is greater than the distance from the primary to the barycenter, then the barycenter will be inside the primary. This equation gets a lot more complicated when you start dealing with more bodies. For example, in our solar system, the barycenter often changes position based on where the gas giants are in their orbits. Although the center doesn't change significantly, it can go from being inside the sun to outside the sun, depending on the alignment of the gas giants. The rocky planets are so small in mass that they have little to no impact on the center, so they're not ever factored into this equation. Surprisingly, our solar system has been in balance like this for billions of years, and there's millions of systems like this out there. We've found multiple star systems with 2 stars orbiting around each other, like Sirius. We've actually found star systems 3, 4, 5, 6, even 7 stars, all orbiting around various barycenters in this system. Some of these systems have large stars with smaller stars as satellites. One system, Gliese 67, wow, that's a mouthful, has 2 stars orbiting a barycenter with a red dwarf orbiting them, and a possibly Earth-like planet orbiting that red dwarf. God, that's complicated. HD 98800 is a 4-star system with 2 binary stars in that system, which is just far too complicated for me. Gosh. Now, how does this affect you? Well, it doesn't. But it's cool, and we should be doing more and learning more cool things, because cool things make the world move.